Bro, it's like a creative's a creative's like Santa's workshop, bro. Like
You
it's
see the
super dope.
years ago?
Say it again?
See the Brooklyn Zoos he did years ago?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a part of the little campaign for that. Like that one, that was a good one. And then you see the Yeezy when he painted gold on the Yeezy,
Nah, I didn't see that.
Nike too Yeezy. Oh man, I was like, hey AJ, you going wild now?
Yeah, nah, homie gets busy. I mean, even the joints that he just did with the Atlanta Breakfast Club.
Yeah,
You know, I, yeah, his attention to detail is like second to none. I mean, so like we got some that. So again, when you ask about like what's next, I mean, we definitely got a project that we're going to be working on in the fall with each other. Um, so that's going to be both for apparel and footwear. So we definitely looking forward to that. One of the things that's what I was going to say. One of the things that we were talking about is just we had the conversations that we've been having over the last few weeks of just, and even to the point of what we've been talking about in regards to just being able to help mentor people and help pass information on and help develop entrepreneurs and people who can leverage the skills that they have, to produce value. We've been talking about like how to put together some workshops um, for people to be able to engage and log in and learn. Like, and this isn't something that we're charging anyone for, but for the purpose of community building and being able to help people out. So we're still like in the infancy. And I mean, I'm sure like homie has like a wealth of knowledge. You
yeah.
know, um, and I mean, I've been in the business for 10 years, just kind of hearing you've been, yeah, you know exactly what's going on, the conversations I've had with Frank. So trying to figure out just a way to package it, and put it together to where people, can consistently come to this hub to get training and development.
Dope. It's dope. Um,
Yeah.
is it anybody else asking any questions in there?
Nah, no questions came in. Um, yeah, nothing came in yet. But yo, like, have you ever thought about getting into fashion at all?
Like like producing clothes and
Like,
stuff.
yeah, product development.
I thought about like, having a T-shirt line, but then I was like, nah, it's fine. My brother got one. Um,
Okay.
help him with that one, or give him advice on his joint. But me personally, no. Me, I want to have like my own sneaker design, like whether I'm that away, because I actually got the whole concept.
You got all right. All right, you got it mapped up.
Think about that, like
If, I have some thoughts on that, but I'll also allow you to share first.
um just gather all the knowledge you can from the courses that you have, but also don't look at it as if like the stuff that you learn in school is the only knowledge that's going to be useful within your career after school. Like
Hmm.
getting a mentor, getting a mentor, talking to others within that field will be good for you as well. So that's all I really had for that one. I didn't finish college, so
Yeah.
and I didn't take marketing up in college. So
So my background wasn't in fashion design. I was a marketing major. I went to a small HBCU, Albany State University, down in Southern Georgia.
mm-hmm.
And so, I my first internship was with ESPN Radio in Chicago. And so I actually thought that I was going to get into the radio industry and marketing from that space.
Yep.
But it was in me going there that I realized that I actually didn't want to have anything to do with radio.
Yeah,
And this is like 2007, 2008. And so what we know of like the early streetwear days, like it was still very much so bubbling. And so Chicago for me was one of those places that influenced me greatly. And it was there that I found out like, yo, I actually want to get into the space of designing product. I always wanted to tell stories, and I thought that I was going to be able to do that through marketing, through the corporate sense. But it was there that I started falling in love with fashion in a different way. You know, seeing how like, you know, your Rockawares, your Stay Props, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying, your Fat Farms, your Meccas, your Nietzsche, like all those brands, like those big box, what they, you know, now call urban brands. Um, like they were dope, but it was something very distinct about seeing what Benny Gold was doing, what the Hundreds was doing, what Crooks and Castles was doing, Triple Five Soul, like all these brands, like they had a very specific narrative that they were looking to tell and communicate, and it was, you could tell it was through and through all their product, and it
sure.
was more personal, you know what I mean? So I say all that to say that internships gives you the space to kind of explore and see what you, the things that you do like and the things that you don't like. And I think, as both me and Munch have been talking about today, make sure that you're just being fluid. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's where you initially start at, like that's probably not going to be where you end at. You know what I mean? So be willing to take some chances.
Yeah. Where you start is not going to be where you finish, regardless of
Uh,
what you do. It's, you're going to be like, wait a minute, it's not the road I thought I was going to have. I'm soaking in all this wisdom. Munch was good, my boy. What up? I'm reading these comments.
yeah, yeah, and two, like, you know, everyone has to have a starting place. You know, Munch talked about his 725 and commission starting place. I mean, when I was in high school, I was working at Finish Line, Lids. I was tutoring. I had some other extracurricular activities going on, and
yeah, like
you
people,
know,
I work security overnight too. Like,
yeah, man, like it you got to be willing to you gotta be willing to put the work in, and sometimes like those jobs, like they're not gonna be the dope glamorous ones, right? And so like, especially like while you in college, or like when you're in your early 20s or late teens, there's nothing wrong with, you know what I'm saying, working a job that is just paying, you know, putting some money in your pocket so that you can go and do some other stuff for free potentially for the experience. You know, we live in this culture where everyone wants to be a boss, everyone wants to, you know, own their own thing. It's like, that's dope. It's like, keep going after that, but you got to start somewhere, and it will behoove you to start at a place where you're able to learn from some other individuals. You know what I'm saying? That sense of humility is important.
yeah, yeah, I agree. Um, but yeah, man, don't be afraid to grind it out and start whatever lane you got started in. I don't care if I was started saying much you got to sweep the floor all day. That's cool. While I'm sweeping these floors, I'm gonna pick their brain, try to get to the master sweep the floor at that point. Like,
Yeah, and I would say too, man, like, you know, times like this that we're on IG Live, again, even DMing people, like, I'll be clear on what it is that you want. You know,
mm-hmm.
be clear on the questions that you're asking. Um, a lot of people just get excited about having the audience of someone who they think is influential and dope. Like, I mean, we get the allure to that, but man, like, be clear on what it is that you need help with. You know, take the time to ask yourself, and to sit, and even if the you come up with the answers like, yo, I don't know what I want, like, that's fine as well. Asking, being able to ask someone like, yo, how did you figure out, you know, what it was that you wanted to accomplish? Like, just be clear on your questions. Like, there's nothing more frustrating than someone asking me a question, and Munch, I'm sure, you know, same for you, a question that's like, my nigga, you clearly didn't give give him that much thought. You know,
Yeah,
you wasn't thinking about that one. You
yeah,
know, because we will be more willing to invest in you and help you out if it's like, yo, like, this person is taking, you know, themselves seriously.
yeah. And yeah, like what's this tone of my voice? Yeah, remain humble for sure. You got
So, all right, we got another question. I have a shoe restoration and cleaning business, and I also do marketing. Can you help me and show me the ropes with building my brand more?
yeah. Um yeah, let's talk. Let's talk. After this, hit me up. We can figure it out. I would just say what so you restore sneaks. So let's talk. Let's figure it out. I don't want to give you something you that ain't the question or answer I was looking for. So no, let's figure it out, Ricky. After this, I'm gonna give you my number in the DM, and we could just figure it out. I guess I try
Yeah.
to. I
I'll
got. So I would just say like possibly talking to him. His joint is OG_restorations 215. His business is good. So I would just say like my advice would be like look at ask them like, hey, how did you get started? Whether they got followers or 100K followers, like how you get started, what made you want to do it, what roadblocks you ran into, what hurdles, with this, with that. So talk to. I DM his page, but he got a solid company as well. So
Yeah, one thing I also toss in there as well. Like I'm not sure, where you at in the process, but make sure you do market research. Like I spent 2 years before I released any product, like just examining the landscape and figuring out how to actually develop a proper business plan, right? And that business plan, it was something that was consistently changing, but it was able to kind of give me some insights, like on like, yo, what does the competition look like right now? How many is this a saturated industry that I'm in?
gotta do your
What
research competition for sure.
Oh yeah, you got to do that. Like, what is it that's separating me, from everyone else? I mean, for us, it was our narrative, and also the fact that at the time there was only one other brand, Chilio, that was in Atlanta that was really bubbling.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it may have been two, but it wasn't saturated, right? So then it's like, yo, like, do you want this to be an online business? Do you want this to be subscription? Do you want to do wholesale, direct to consumer? Like, these are the kind of things that you want to start thinking about. And when you start talking about, cleaning sneakers, is there a specific formula that you have that other people don't have? Like, what is it that is separating you from that competition? Um, so yeah, those are and be patient with yourself and working through that process. I mean, don't feel as if like, yo, I got to have this stuff done by next week. But also at the same time, be diligent. Like again, like I'm not sure if you're in college or what your deals is, but for me, I suspended my club budget. You know what I'm saying? Like I would go to class, I would work, and then I would come home and I would sit in front of my laptop and I would do research. You know what I'm saying? And I would try to, fumble around in Illustrator and Photoshop. And I just was dedicated to making sure that by the time I graduated, I was gonna have my brand set up. I was gonna be, a legal entity. I figured out how to go through the trademarking process. Like those are the things about business that it doesn't really matter like what industry you're in, like you're gonna want to go through those steps.
You suspended your club budget in Atlanta?
Say that again.
Suspended your club budget while being in Atlanta? That
When
was
I was
tough.
in college. Well, no, so I was in college. I was at Albany State,
Oh,
and so yeah, yeah. But see, by the time I came back though, even then, like I wasn't. I was only going out if it had something to do with the company. You
okay.
know what I mean? So like I was. I think you got to get to a point to where, especially like if you're talking about starting your own company and your own brand, you got to be laser focused. And there's going to be so many distractions that are out there, and you have to have the discipline to say like, yo, this is what I'm on. And if you don't have like a rich uncle or a rich family member who's investing in you, and you having to work to invest those dollars to go into the company, yeah, like going to the club is less like I'm getting free bands or there's a value for me being there. Like yo, like that money can go into extra product. It can go into extra marketing. It could go like there's so many more places where that $200 that you spent in buying drinks and what I'm saying having a good time. There's so many places where those dollars can go. So you also ultimately have to decide like how bad do you want it.
In your LLC or in the club. So,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? $1.25 will get you right.
yep. Um,
There's some other questions in here.
Rich, what's up, Rich? Rich from Times Square. Rich, I know who you are, man. What's up, bro?
Yeah, man. At this point, man, if you guys aren't following Munch, definitely go and follow Munch. If you aren't following Honor Roll Clothing, you know what I'm saying? Definitely go and follow us at Honor Roll Clothing. Visit us at honorrollshop.com. Let me see. We got a couple other questions. What are some beginner tools for marketing a clothing line? Um, so
It's not gonna be.
one, go ahead. What you about to say?
Not gonna be successful straight off the bat. at all?
Nah, bro. I remember when the first T-shirt designs that we made, bro. I was like, yo, niggas is lit, and it's gonna be. I'm gonna put them online, and all my homies are gonna cop, and I'm gonna sell out. I'm gonna re-up, and bro, like them, it was crickets, straight
Yeah.
crickets, and you know, that was important. It was important for me to feel that. You know what I'm saying? It was important for me to feel the fact that all my designs aren't gonna be dope. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and I gotta constantly keep working and putting in the time to enhance my craft. You know, what I would used to do is, and this was like in the early days of social media, before it was like what it is right now, I would walk around with a pocket full of stickers and I would have a duffel bag full of samples and I would have product in my trunk, like on some Master P flow. And I would go like to certain places where I knew my demographic would be at and I would just go and hand out stickers. You know what I'm saying? I actually met my business partner being at a Wale concert and handing out stickers in the line. And if someone like gave me some kind of attention on the sticker, I would bust out that duffel bag and I would show them the different joints and I would pay attention to how they were responding to the pieces, both so I knew what people were gravitating towards and what they weren't. But then also, if them niggas, if they eyes lit up on a certain joint, it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I got it in the trunk. What you want to do? And
Mm-hmm.
that's how I got like a lot of my initial sales. My boy Fonz from Cleveland, he's on the line right now. And that's how I met him. You know what I'm saying? Like we had mutual friends, but you know, we were doing a pop-up shop at a store across the street. He was at the time running the New Era flagship store. And again, like just going back to what we talked about, genuinely developing relationships. Went in, they told me to go store my beer in their fridge, handed them some stickers, handed them some free stuff, and the relationship started developing from there. So like niggas was always on and always thinking about like, yo, how can I develop meaningful relationships? You know, so I think with Instagram, content is going to be important.
Yep.
Constantly developing meaningful content and taking seriously how you're presenting your brand. And I would also say, and this much is to your point, like your first joints ain't always going to be dope. You know what
Oh,
I mean? So I think that you need to go. There was a reason why it took 2 years to kind of let people see my ideas. You know what I'm saying? What do people like? Create a focus group of people, a brain trust, if you will, of people that you believe will be honest with you, you know, and critical of your work, but also just ain't, you know, trying to hate on you. So I will go through that process a number of times.
no, I agree. You summed it up, everything at that point. Patience is key. Yeah.
Let me see.
You,
We got about like 6 or 7 more minutes, and then we have to wrap it up. All right, so we got a person that I want to open a sneaker store in my country in Nigeria. We got Nigeria in the building. What's up? Oh, okay, you live in Jersey. But I want to know where and how I can get wholesale sneakers for shipment.
you gotta get those contracts with the brands. That's all I can tell you. Like, continue to work to get the Nike, Reebok, Adidas, so on and so on contracts. Like, or just partner with a retailer and get sneaks. Like, I don't really know how to tell you like, oh, how do I get wholesale sneaks? Like that's backdoor. But like if you actually get contracts, you good. You locked in.
Yeah. So I mean, to that, like people, I would imagine that these stores want to see consistency. You
Yeah.
know, and one of the things, and they need to see strong business plans and strong financial, the strong financial understanding of that business plan, right?
You
I
you
would say,
you
I would
not
say,
contract from the beginning. My previous employer, like I know the owner, very previous owner. He told me in '89 when he started, they was just selling some BS sneaks. I think they got their Nike contract in like 2000. That's when it took off in Philly and all that. So they went 11, 10 and a half, 11 years with just grinded out family business. This and that. There still was a family business once they grew it, but it was like, hey, it's going to take some time. Like, don't quote me on that. I think it was like early 2000s when they finally got the Nike contract and then start, expanding and getting more stores and opening up different locations in different cities and states. So it's going to take some
yeah,
time.
yeah, be willing to build those relationships. I know one thing that I used to do and still do to this day is like I go to the trade shows. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not presenting product there because yeah, we don't do wholesale accounts right now, but it's going there and developing those relationships, like putting yourself in the space, in the places where the people who you want to do business at are actually going to be there. So, I mean, that would be another suggestion.
Credit, you do.
Yeah,
Hey, don't
credit, boy.
gems in the comments, man. He dropping gems in the comments. I see you. Done.
Yeah, that credit, man, is important. Like, and just so you guys know, like, you're if you're just now starting a business, financial institutions are going to be looking at your personal credit.
Yep.
And so you have to make sure that you, at an early stage, are showing that you can manage your money well. Showing that like you're not maxing out credit cards and joints ain't getting repoed. So again, financial literacy and understanding how money works. I mean, these are things that honestly, like people can YouTube. What is the like what's my debt? What's my debt to income ratio need to be? What does my spending limits need to look like on my cards? Like I think if I'm not mistaken, like people want to keep their spending on a credit card like below 30%. You always want to make sure you make your payments. Like all these little things that you do in your personal life, like they're going to translate to your ability to be able to have other business opportunities in the future.
Yep.
So yeah, like don't be sitting over there running up your credit cards, you know what I mean, trying to pop bottles and buy sneakers and be like Munch, you know what I'm saying? Like Munch guy here over a period of time, you know what I'm saying? How hard is it to trademark a process for a brand? So just so you know, the trademark process is about 3 years, but it goes in waves, and it's going to cost you roughly around $1,000. So, and that again, that $1,000 is going to be over a 3-year time period. So there's a couple ways you could go about this. Like you could do like LegalZoom, right? Or you could hire a lawyer to do that. You can though walk through the process yourself. So I would just say first thing you can do to get more information is just Google U.S. trademark. And the website should come up and it'll give you all the information you need to get started. But I would just tell you, like, make sure that you're diligent in reading all the fine print in there. And yeah, like I say, I mean, it's going to be a 3-year process. You'll go through the first revision where they're able to give you an approval to begin to use that logo, while it's going through the other 2 tiers. But yeah, like online research, like it's just really a matter of dedicating the time to do it. Let's see what else we got.
Oh,
Networking. You need money, credit, capital, anything else?
question: what's your favorite? From nobody. I didn't answer that question 19,000 times, and obviously you can tell what my favorite.
Oh, so I want to ask you what your favorite sneaker is.
No, I'm just saying I get that all the time, like, and I'm like, what style do you think?
Or yeah, man, I think that's about it. We ain't got no more questions in here, man. So we could go ahead and wrap everything up. Yo, again, Munch, man. What's up?
That hoodie from? This Supreme. This Young Mike. Young Mike on here. It's dropped like 3 years ago.
See, I mean, like that's the only problem right there. Is like you wearing the wrong hoodie, G. You need that honor roll in your life. Like I don't know what you're doing over there.
Wait for the pack, bro. I got you.
Hey, man, listen. Let me know what you want. I got you.
To let you know what I wanted. You right
Boom.
up.
Let me know. Let me know.
As soon as we hang up, I'm going to. I was supposed. I knew it was something. I'm like,
Word.
I take that. I take that one. I take that.
Yeah, but yo, man, we appreciate everyone, logging back in. Man, who knows, man? We may do this another time, man. Much. I really appreciate, your time and just connecting with you. Yeah, we definitely Lord willing, we definitely gonna do some more work with each other in the future, G.
Let me know, bro. Appreciate it, man. Listen,
all right.
Speak with you if you need me. So we're in the house.
We here with it. All right, man. Y'all be cool, man. If y'all got any questions for us, moving forward, feel free to DM us. Again, follow, make sure y'all follow Munch, follow Honor Roll, at Honor Roll Clothing. Yeah, man, y'all be cool.
Don't follow Munch. Don't follow Munch. Nah, all right, bro.
All right, dude.